Welcome to Emotions and Stories. In life, we plan so much for tomorrow, but what if we don't get an opportunity for that tomorrow? Let's begin our today's story. Tomorrow never came. The rain poured steadily over the quiet hill town of Harinagar, washing the streets clean and leaving a damp chill in the air. Inspector Nikhil Suryavanshi stood outside the Pine Crest Inn, staring at the dimly lit windows. Room number 9, second floor, curtains drawn. That's where it happened. It had been a peaceful weekend until the scream cut through the midnight storm. The night manager rushed upstairs and found a man sprawled on the carpet of room 9. A deep wound to his temple, the bedside lamp shattered beside him. His name was Rajat Malhotra, a wealthy art dealer from the city. Nikhil stepped inside the room now, tucked under the yellow police tape. The smell of damp wool and something metallic hung in the air. The carpet was still dark with blood. On the table, a half-drunk glass of wine. Besides it lay a torn envelope with a single word scrawled in pencil. Tomorrow. The manager, pale and shaking, hovered by the door. Sir, only 3 guests were staying last night. They're still all here. Good, Nikhil said, his voice low. No one leaves. He started questioning all of them. The first suspect, the estranged wife. Ankita Malhotra sat in the lounge, her red shawl wrapped tight. Rajat invited me, she said, eyes darting to the floor. We were trying to fix things. You were separated, Nikhil reminded her. She gave a bitter laugh. Separated, yes, but not strangers. He said he had something important to tell me about tomorrow. Then he asked me to leave around 10 p.m. I went straight to my room. Ask anyone. Nikhil made a note. Her hands were trembling as she spoke. But was it guilt or grief? The second suspect was a business rival. Manish Datta, another art dealer known for feuds with Rajat over rare paintings. He was calm, too calm, sipping tea like it was just another day. You think I killed him over a painting? Manish smiled thinly. We argued, yes. He accused me of forging an antique, but murder? I value my career, Inspector. I went to bed at 9 p.m. The storm woke me at midnight and then the commotion. His eyes held steady. But Nikhil noticed a faint smear of red on his cuff. Manish noticed too and smiled wider. Lipstick from the lounge singer, Inspector, I assure you. The third suspect was a mysterious stranger. The last guest was a quiet woman who checked in under the name of Riya Sen. She looked like someone used to being overlooked until she spoke. I never met him, she said, her voice low. I was reading in my room. I heard the crash but didn't step out. I don't like police matters. Why are you in Harinagar, Miss Sen? She hesitated a fraction too long. Writing. I'm a writer. Nikhil studied her expression. A writer with no luggage except a satchel and no ID beyond a flimsy license. Odd. Hours passed as the storm raged on. The forensic team found something curious. The broken lamp had Rajat's fingerprints, but also a second set smudged along the base. Someone who had gripped it hard before striking. No match in the criminal database. Nikhil paced the corridor. The word in the envelope gawning at him. Tomorrow. What was supposed to happen tomorrow? He returned to the room and looked again at the scene. A painting on the wall hung crooked. On impulse, he lifted it. Behind it, taped to the wall, was a thin packet of papers. Contracts for the sale of a stolen painting. And at the bottom, a note. To be revealed tomorrow at the board meeting. So, Rajat had been planning to expose someone. Someone who couldn't afford to wait for tomorrow. Nikhil gathered the three suspects in the lounge. The storm outside had settled to a drizzle, but inside, tension crackled like electricity. Rajat Malhotra was going to reveal a fraud tomorrow, Nikhil began, his eyes sweeping over them. Someone killed him to stop it. The killer used the lamp quick and brutal. But they left something behind. He held up the contract papers. Ankita gasped. Manish stiffened. Ria's face remained unreadable. Rajat trusted someone enough to let them into his room late at night, Nikhil continued. That someone knew about these papers. Manish slammed his cup down. This is absurd. Is it? Nikhil leaned forward. Because we found a lipstick mark on these papers. A very specific shade. He turned to Ankita. Scarlet Desire. The same one you're wearing? Ankita froze. That doesn't mean... You said you left at 10 p.m. Nikhil cut in. But a guest saw you return near midnight. You confronted him about these papers, didn't you? Her shawl slipped from her shoulders as she backed away, eyes wide. He was going to ruin me. Those contracts, they had my name. I begged him to stop, but he wouldn't listen. I didn't mean to. It was just one strike. Her voice broke. Tears streaming down her face, the room fell silent except for the soft patter of rain against the window. Nikhil sighed, the weight of the case settling on him. Take her away, he ordered the constable. As Ankita was led out, Manish and Ria stared in stunned silence. The inn's lounge felt colder somehow, the shadows deeper. Nikhil stood by the window watching the police jeep's taillight fade into the misty road. Another secret uncovered, another storm weathered. But in the back of his mind lingered a thought like a whisper in the dark. In Harinagar, shadows have a way of returning. And room 9 will not stay silent for long. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Do let us know in the comments what you think about it. Thank you.